Welcome back to another video where today we're going to be doing a comparison on two laser levels that I've been sent over time from Cigman. So the two laser levels that we're going to be comparing are very similar devices. They are both at the exact same price on the website, which is $342, and the laser count are very similar. One laser is 12 lines, one laser is 16 lines, and all the features on both lasers again are very similar, but there are some slight differences, and we're going to kind of go over those in this video. So the two lasers that we're going to be comparing are the CM-SO2 and the CM-SO5. So both of these come in individual carrying cases here. The CM-SO2 comes in a nylon padded case, where the SO5 comes in a hard shell case. So just with my experience on job sites, I tend to prefer this softer shell case. There's a ton of insulation and padding on the inside to still protect the laser level, but if you happen to knock this case off a shelf or a ladder or wherever you have it on the job site, it'll hold up to a small fall. Where sometimes with these hard shell cases, if you drop this down onto some concrete or a hardwood floor or something, there is a high chance that you're going to damage the floor or end up damaging the case here, because this is just a hard shell plastic case. So we're going to pop both these cases open here, and we're going to take a look at the inside of both devices. So looking at the inside of both cases, the padding material on the inside for both is identical. You have a harder foam here that will hold all of the individual pieces to your laser level kit. And then you have the softer foam pad on the top to protect the laser on top as well. So looking at all the additional accessories that come with both of these laser levels, there are a couple extra items that come here with the CM-SO2 over the SO5, but all the main items are identical. So both of these lasers come with two batteries. These are rechargeable batteries, which is great, so you don't have to worry about ever needing to carry AA's or AAA's with you on the job site. Both of them come with a USB-C charger, as well as both of them do come with remotes. So if you're working on a faraway position with the laser level and you're doing some distance, you can control that from a distance, which is great to have these. Both of them come with a guide here for fine-tuning your laser level, but you additionally get a steel pad here that you can mount to a steel stud or drill it into a wall to attach the laser to. And they both do come with stands here, so you can attach your laser level to the base. You can hook this up to steel studs. You can use this on a telescopic pole or on a tripod. And same with the SO5, you have a very similar design. It's a little bit smaller. It doesn't have as much adjustments as the SO2 has. Additionally, one of the extra items that's really cool that the SO2 has is a small adjustable base. So if you're just working on a platform or a counter, you're doing a backsplash and you don't want to have a pole set up behind you, you can use this on the counter and fine-tune small adjustments with the laser level. So this is a really cool item to have that the SO5 doesn't come with. One of the biggest differences overall is just the size of the two devices here. So the SO2 is quite a bit bigger of a device, as well as it has a built-in base with 4 cushioned pads here to position this on a work surface. So as I mentioned earlier, the SO2 is a 16 line laser. So when you activate all of the lasers, you're going to have 16 lines that are available. So you have 4 different laser sites on this, where the SO5 is only a 12 laser. So you have 3 different sites here. So if you are in the States, both of these do connect to the Cigman app, but with me being in Canada, I actually don't have access to that app. So The app will allow you to use the lasers without needing to use the remote. So if you're working again at a distance away from the laser and you're needing to fine tune anything in, if you're using this in the States, you can use the app to turn lasers on or off. But for me, again, I would use my remote. I would keep this on me when I'm working, say, in the outside, setting up a deck or a fence. So the SO5 is one of their newest lasers that they have come out with. And with that being said, one of the new cool features that this laser comes with is gesture control. So if you are setting up the laser and you have it set on a telescopic pole and you don't have your remote, or say the batteries on your remote has died because this uses a small coin battery, instead of having to click the buttons here to turn on lasers on or off, you can actually use your hand to gesture on certain lasers on or off. So this is a super cool feature because say you've done your fine tune adjustment and your laser set up on a telescopic pole and you're not going to be using the laser for a little bit, so you want to shut it down to conserve the battery, or you're taking a break or something along those lines, you can actually use your hands to shut that laser off, so it just sits in idle and there's no lasers on anymore. It's going to conserve the battery power for you, which is great. So both the lasers insert the batteries the same direction. On the bottom, there is a small little tab here that you can pop open the compartment to insert the battery. You can also run these, of course, as direct power off the USB-C, but again, running them off of the batteries is a great option here because you can get an excessive amount of runtime off of the 2 charged batteries. Both of these do have digital screens as well. The CS05 has the screen here on the side, where the O2 has the screen here based on the top for you. Both of the devices have the same type of leveling system built in, so that will tell you the Y and X axis when you're adjusting the laser. So that shows you if you're coming in or out of plumb or level. The top button functions are identical on them. You've got 3 buttons, your power and your 2 line sets. The laser positioning is identical on both of them as well, aside from the SMO2 has the additional laser here on the bottom. That's how you get up to 16 lasers with this one and 12 with the SO5. So these would be classified as your 3D traditional laser and your 4D traditional laser. One of the nicest features with the Cigman lasers is they use green lines, where some of the lower ends or even some of the lower models on higher end brands will use red line lasers on their lowers. And getting the green line laser is more of an upgraded feature, where all of Cigman's devices come with green line lasers, which is awesome. The green line is a lot more prominent and a lot easier to see, whether you're inside or outside. So both of these lasers are rated for over 52 hours of runtime if you're operating on both batteries fully charged. So again, that is awesome because you can run over an entire week with just 2 of these batteries if you're using this laser every single day, all day. So when it comes to the price, as I mentioned previously, both of these are actually priced out at the exact same right now, which is $342 on the Cigman website. So when it's coming to that price and kind of determining on what type of laser you want, you do have a pretty hard choice here to make. For me, when I'm looking at the 2 of these, I do tend to like having the additional laser here on the bottom, getting those extra lines set. But I also like the extra accessories that are coming with the SO2. Granted, the gesturing feature is very cool to have on the SO5 laser, but I don't think that's a huge deciding factor for me to make me lean more towards the SO5 over the SO2. The built-in rugged design of the SO2 is also one of the reasons I lean towards this laser over the SO5. The built-in platform here on the bottom, which gives you a nice sturdy working space. You don't need to always be set up on a pole or a stand to use this laser. as well as the miniature platform. This is game changing when you're just needing to fine tune in something like a small backsplash and you need to come up that eighth of an inch or that 16th of an inch. You can do that with just using this platform here. You could use this platform obviously with the other lasers here too, but this platform coming with your purchase for the SO2 is huge in my opinion. So for me, with the price being the exact same for both of these lasers, I am leaning more towards the SO2 every time. But if you do have any more questions about either of these two lasers, I have individual videos made on both of them where I go into more details on both. So if you want any additional information, leave me a comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.